Hey folks, how's everybody doing? This is one that I get asked quite often. And you know what? This is a tip that I did, gosh, I can't remember. I think it was 2019 maybe. Hey, what's up? I see Jolin's out there, and Jolin's got a little circle symbol right there, meaning that she is a member of my community. Hello from sunny California, says Mark. Same thing with him. He's got a little symbol there that says that they're members, and these guys are actually members at the $9.99 level and above, and that means that they get to come and watch backstage pass and stuff like that. Hey, just so you guys know, today I won't be doing a backstage pass, just filling you in with that. Okay, so here's the deal. So let's get right to the tip, because this is a pretty cool one. This one basically is on Gmail, bulk selecting something. They say you want to do something. I don't need my headset, so I'm going to take that off real quick. Let me throw that down here. So let's go right over to that. Let's get right into, I'm going to go down to this one. Okay, I'm sharing you my Gmail from Tinkering. This is the Tinkering Gmail that I have. I'm going to go in here, and you can kind of see I have a whole bunch of emails. And right now I only have a selected one of 48. But I'm going to go ahead and just click on my inbox. And I don't know if you can see this because it's grayed out a little bit, but I have 527. This is just for my tinkering. And it has all kinds of stuff on there. Every time I go into a Zoom meeting, it gives me a reminder, all of that. But I want to get rid of some of those. And I especially want to get rid of those before a certain date. Well, this is one of the hardest things in people to understand. And they had trouble. I loved when I gave this tip a long time ago. I have to go back and watch this one all the time. And you can come back and watch this one too. So bulk select or bulk delete is the key. That's the key that it's hard to do. So what I wanted to try and do is just over here, you have this little icon here that gives you a chance to do an advanced search. So when I click on that, it does within the date, and then it has here within the calendar, but it doesn't say, like, it'll select everything, and it only does within. So it doesn't do from to from, which would be kind of nice if it did that automatically, but it doesn't. So this is 1 day, 2 months, 1 year within this date. And if you know what date you're looking for, you could probably put in, like this is for 2025, I could put in maybe 2022 and just guess a year within that. Does that go forward or does that go backward? Whatever, it's confusing. The key is that gets very confusing. I'm going to show you how to select before, let's just say, 2020. Okay. And you can see I've already been in here doing this. So let's just I'm going to select one, but it's basically before 2020. So what that does, by going before 2020, this gives me every date listed before 2020, which is super cool. Super awesome cool. And then, so for the other thing that you can do, this is actually kind of cool too. Let's do the same thing, but before 2021. And you can see I have one of 48. I have 1 of 48 choices. This gives me anything from 2020, and it gives me all kinds of stuff. But let's say I don't want to get rid of the whole year. It does sort it by date, which is nice. Let's say I just wanted everything before today's date. We'll use that as an example because today is the 9th, right? So let's just do before 7/9/2021. Let's see what happens there. So yeah, everything from, I don't know if you can see over here, but it shows you 6, 5, etc. Anything before 7, it's showing you that, which is perfect. Anything 2020, you can tell that's when I started doing this. Jolin's out there, and she says, we had this issue at the computer club Monday. So frustrating. Thank you for the reminder. Of course, yeah. So this is extremely helpful for things if you're trying to find, hey, listen, I know I sent that to you back in this particular year or this particular time period, or, I gave that to you I know I gave you that last year. So you could check from before that year, maybe after. You could do the same thing with after a specific date and before another date. So you can do a between. It is before colon. You have to put the colon in there. And I don't do spaces, and it works just fine. It's a good question, though. It's before and then colon. And then it just, like you can see, I'll show you right here. I'll zoom in. Oh, I'm not on that page. Let me go over to that page. So if you look right here, you can see before colon 7/9/2001. That's what you're looking for on that particular kind of thing. So this is extremely helpful, very useful. I use this quite often, especially if we're looking for something, especially when you have a ton of emails. Like on my regular emails, I think I have 25,000 that I've kept. Do I need 25,000? No, it doesn't use up that much memory, so I don't worry about it too much. And sometimes I like to go back in history and say, wonder when I sent to our Little League group, or who was the managers back then, or who was the coaches, who was the board members and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll use it that way to just kind of refresh my memory and reflect back and to say, oh, I have an email on this particular person, or I saw somebody that looked like somebody. I'll say, man, I'm going to go check my email because they used to be on the board back in such and such year. So I do stuff like that all the time. So hopefully this is a helpful tip. Gmail select, bulk select in specific time periods can be so, and I know you can search specific words, but a lot of times when you're searching a specific word, sometimes that word might be something that just pertains to so many different things and you didn't even realize it. So for example, like you might be looking for a renewal. Well, you know how many products have renewals? Just because you're looking for it in a Zoom renewal or some other product, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So this can be specific if you know about when you did it, or that you're up for renewal, or that this is happening. I can check last year, see everything that has that. Just thought I'd share that one because this is definitely one that was a great tip back in the day, and I still use it today. So hopefully this is helpful to anybody. If you're rewatching this, tell me some of the stuff that you do, especially if it's Gmail related. I would love to hear about things that you might do and use as well. Thank you for watching. Anybody that is watching, if you're watching this later, please leave comments. Don't hesitate. If you have a question or something's confusing to you, please, I would love to hear your feedback. It would be great. And also, I encourage you to become a member, just like Jalen here with that little icon next to her name. Come and be a member of the community. Would love to have you. Remember, members, hey, members, just today, no backstage pass. I have something I have to go do, and I'm going to go take care of business doing that. But we will see you tomorrow for the tip, because I do a daily tip for members of the community. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks, everybody, for watching the show. And hopefully it's helpful to you. I hope it helps. Thanks, everybody. Bye.